Okay, here we are in Nakano on the west side of Tokyo, and I'm standing outside the Sun Plaza Mall, which looks like your typical average Japanese shopping arcade, or a Shotengai as they're called here. But inside of the Sun Mall is located one of the maddest buildings in the entire world, Nakano Broadway, one of my favorite places to visit as often as I can. So today we're going to go inside and check it out and see how much chaos we can cause with our camera. Okay, we're inside the Sun Plaza Mall. Standing sushi bar. Looks like we got some ramen here. It's about noon, so I think everyone's starting to feel a little peckish. But I can kind of begin to feel the strangeness emanating from further down at the end of the mall. And I know it's going to get very otaku in here real soon. Here is a soba place with some nice plastic food. Here's another sushi place. Here's like the biggest pachinko parlor I've seen in this shopping mall yet. I don't really see any anime-themed stuff going on. Well, I can feel my heart pumping. I'm getting all excited. I'm about to enter the Nakano Broadway building here. Some fun facts about Nakano Broadway. It originally opened in 1966 as a kind of combined apartment complex. Yes, people do live here. And a shopping center, which was the product of, I guess, a mad dentist who went to America and saw that perhaps this might be the future of living spaces in Japan. And this is the result, an otaku shopping mall, where kind of people's hobbies and tastes sort of dictate the brands and the trends that are sold inside. And I couldn't be happier than to be here with you right now inside of Nakano Broadway. Okay, we have arrived on the third floor of Nakano Broadway. This is interesting. This looks like a combined collector's showcase store filled with collectible trading cards and watches and a video arcade. Double your money, I guess. Here's like a high-end collector's watch store. Looks like someone's buying a watch or selling their watch. Here's another collector showcase store with lots of figures here from Bleach and One Piece. I guess this is probably the most popular stuff going right now. This is like a normal kids toy shop here. It's not just otaku here on the third floor. Okay, there's one store I always visit whenever I come to Nakano Broadway, and that would be Taco-Shay. Which was a former store that used to sell takoyaki, you know, kind of baked octopus balls. But eventually they got into a new racket, which was experimental art, self-published zines, and all kinds of super weird stuff. Genuine Japanese subculture. Yeah, here's the sign. This kind of tells you all you need to know about Taco-Shay. Can you handle the store like this? I certainly can. So let's go inside and see what's on sale. Of course, manga. Something called Giro. It has a very interesting cover. Published by Taco-Shay. They're also a publisher of kind of experimental manga here with some really, really gorgeous artwork. I don't know how many pages I'm going to have to turn until something naughty shows up, but this is pretty wild. It's like an anthology of different artists. Very cool. Looks like we got some really swinging t-shirts down here. Like we've got Cat-Eyed Boy Nekame Kozo, a character from Kazuo Mezu. And looks like we've got other Kazuo Mezu shirts here. Here's Kazu's Super Police shirt. We've got postcards here. There's a major touchstone here for the scene. Freaks, the classic Todd Browning horror movie. Cross of Iron. Sam Peckinpah's Nazi movie, which is kind of a big cult film here in Japan, although not really well known outside of the US. Some beautiful manga postcards. Looks like we have a coin purse here of a disembodied human head. Kind of slightly mutated here on the right side. Oh, this is nice. It's sort of a pink puff with a blue eye in the center. It looks like they recommend using it as sort of a hair clip, guaranteed to help you attract a mate, I guess, or scare one off. I'm not really sure. Maybe I know someone who could use one of these. And original artwork for sale. On display. I'm not sure who's displaying right now, but they do change the art in here quite regularly. And looks like we have some original manga here for display or sale. I'm not sure. You can see the original pencil work there underneath the strips of paper where the fonts have been cut out and pasted on. Here's Trash Up magazine, which is kind of this very, very thick, I guess it's a quarterly publication, all kind of about trashy movies, trashy music, and fun stuff like that. There's the Beyond, Lucio Fulci. And yeah, that's it for Taco Shay. I love this place though, so be sure to check it out when you're knocking to Broadway. Take a break from the usual otaku stuff and check out the high weirdness. Okay, now is the time to tell you all about collector showcases here in Nakano Broadway. This is one called Vamberu, and this is basically about as low-tech as a store can get, I think, in Nakano Broadway. Collector showcases, so named for these glass cases where collectors put their goods up for sale, the store sells them, and I guess you make your money after the goods are sold. Let's see what they have here today. Oh man, this one isn't even in a case, and I want to take it home already. It's Red King, Ultraman's bad guy from the Ultraman series. He's not red though. Is this an original? Bullmark, Japan, 1984. Pretty cool. Let's see how much he's going for. 4,000 yen, so it's about US 48 bucks, nearly about $50 or something like that, given the exchange rate. So maybe next time, let's see what else they have on display in the rental showcase today. One thing that's really great about this store is like literally every square inch is covered in some collectible junk that someone's trying to pawn off on you. And if you dig around, you will eventually find really cool stuff. Okay, this is very nice here. There's a special limited edition gold light hand transformable robot cigarette lighters for children. Unfortunately, we're not really seeing the robot configuration here. We're just seeing the lighter, but yes, that cigarette lighter turns into your very own mechanical buddy that will help you out of a dangerous situation. Here's the classics here, original Bullmark soft vinyl. All the classic Japanese monsters and superheroes. I'm seeing Gamora, Baltan, King Joe, Gezora. This is really great, and actually these prices aren't too bad compared to what you'd see in a bigger store here that sells collectible goods, so you can actually find some pretty good bargains by digging around in the collector's showcases. Some really popular stuff right now. Looks like it continues to be One Piece is pretty much where the action is right now for like items that are really popular. We got the collectible card figures, collectible trading figures. Oh, these are sweet, lucky bags. Okay, I guess this is just a complete set of all the figures, the collectible trading figures for Monster Hunter. Disney stuff. So you got a bag of Disney goodies. It looks like they're about 1,000 yen each. So it looks like you'll probably get a pretty good deal. If there's a figure you're looking for, it's only about US $12 or $13. And let's see what else they have here on display. Okay, the most terrifying creature of them all. An entire case devoted to Michael Jackson, the self-proclaimed king of pop. Looks like we've got goods from old tours. We've got a Captain EO keychain, frightening dollar bills with Michael's face instead of the president, a little figure of Bubbles the chimp, old pieces of gum that I dare you to chew. So there you go. Pretty much everything you'd ever want at the collectible showcase here. Okay, so it's about 12:15 now on a Monday, and things are just heating up in the mall, but not for Caramel Candy 1. I think this is a cosplay store, but it doesn't look like they open until 3 o'clock today, so you get about 5 hours here to run inside. Not your normal shopping mall. This is a really awesome kind of pro wrestling, boxing kind of shop. We got like Mike Tyson's greatest hits over there. Here's a really hardcore military otaku fatigues and gun shop. Check this out. Try to get this back on the plane home with you as a souvenir. Looks like we have a used guitar shop. More collector showcase stuff. Looks like one's just about to go live today. It's like this dude's setting up for business. And oh my goodness, even though there's all this Japanese stuff here in Nakano Broadway, every now and then you will find a hotbed of American toy culture, and this store is one such today. Robot Robot. This is Blythe, which was originally what, an American girl's doll from the 60s that suddenly kind of exploded into a newfound popularity in Japan. I don't know, it must have been like 10 or 12 years ago or something like that. So these are kind of the new Blythes and some vintage ones. This really is the island of misfit toys for me here. Pretty incredible old American vintage character toys. Going back, I guess, to the 60s here, we've got the Planet of the Apes Mego figures. I think that's Jamie Summers, the Bionic Woman. There's Gandalf and I think Sam from the Lord of the Rings, the 1978 animated version. Oh my God, way in the back there, Rom the Space Knight, yours for about US 300 and about 80 bucks probably, but he's mint in box, so it's worth it. Looks like we've got the weird superhero section here. You know, I had that Robin as a kid, actually. I probably chewed it up, but now it's going for about US, I don't know, $80 or something like that. Mr. Mitzelplick, mint in box for, I don't know, US 230. Batgirl's going for about 400. And this is probably the weirdest thing here in this display case, is this mysterious Batman with a suction cup in the middle of his chest. If someone wants to send us a letter or comment and tell us what you're supposed to do with that, that would be most appreciated. And now we get into like weird character advertising toys. There's a really, really nice Captain Cook here from McDonald's. And my personal favorite, I guess, advertising character of all time, the original Hamburglar, compete with his really evil-looking face. They kind of made him a little more kid-friendly as time went on. There's a Grimace back there for about 120 bucks. You know, in fact, I think I'm getting hungry for a Big Mac right now, just looking at Officer Mac right there in his little constable hat. And this is really nice. We've got this kind of like really nasty, this is like the ugly toy section, I guess, beginning with Big Daddy Roth's Rat Fank. Moving on into Moby Lick from the Street Sharks. I don't really remember this brand. And of course, your favorite and mine, Mad Balls. I think these are fighting food fighters or something like that. I don't remember. And of course, Transformers and all that fun stuff. Okay, so now we're going to take a look outside for the display cases for some more American toys. This is really nice right here. You throw me the whip, I'll throw you the idol from the Raiders of the Lost Ark. Although at the last second, I might try to pawn off Slimer from Ghostbusters on you. So we got a lot of Smurfs. What's the average price range for a Smurf? It looks like the highest one I see right now is about US 30 bucks. Looks like they mostly go for about 1,000 yen each. Character toys like Bob's Big Boy, Sprout. That might be Goofy Grape, the Keebler Elf. And of course, Gremlins, still very big and collectible here, even though they haven't made a Gremlins movie in about 1 million years. And of course, the most collectible American toy of all time, Mr. T. And I pity the fool that doesn't have the US $100 it would probably cost to bring that guy home. Okay, so that's our episode for this week. I hope you had as much fun watching it as we had making it. As always, send your questions and comments and requests to our email address, ovz@kstation.com. I'll say that again, ovz@kstation.com. And next week, we're going to the Mandarake stores inside of Nakano Broadway. So come back next week and please tell your friends about us. Press play, hit refresh, do whatever you do to get our hit count up. And we appreciate your support. So thanks. We'll see you next time.